Began the 2015-2016 season 19-0. The Thunder can join that group tonight with a win. Their only loss was at Portland back on November 5th. The three is off the mark from Wallace. Here's Edwards. Guarded by Hartenstein on the switch. McDaniels with 5 on the shot clock, cans a three. He struggled the other night, did not make a three in their loss at Sacramento.
Last year, and he is a guy who starts to get percolating once he gets some early success.
Dort trying to drive on Edwards. Stops at the elbow. Holmgren spinning against Randall. And long rebound to McDaniels.
So this is an Oklahoma City team that's got a lot of options. And they are locked in.
McDaniels with all 5 to start the game for Minnesota. Paced than last year when they began the year 8-9. They ended up making the conference finals, losing to Oklahoma City in 5 games. Of course, the Thunder went on to win their first ever championship. Shot clock down to 5. Underneath, Wallace able to get past DiVincenzo and lay it home.
But Consected is using much of the 24-second clock.
Minnesota back-to-back conference finals appearances. Gobert going up against Hartenstein. Good defense. Gobert got it back. McDaniels, that was blocked by...
You've got 2 if you're Oklahoma City.
Sidestep. Shea knocks it down from the baseline. His patented shot.
Yep, either side, Dave. It is 17 feet on the baselines.
He's played in every game this year. Of the 18 games he's played in, he scored 30 or more 15 times. That is the most since Michael Jordan in 1987. That's the third in the NBA in scoring. It's his 4th straight year. He's averaged 30 or more. He's at 32 points per game. Dort, rainbow 3, no good. And 3 minutes gone by. Minnesota by 1. DiVincenzo up top. Can't hit the 3. 13-game winning streak coming to an end. The Thunder at 9 in a row have the best. Toronto the second best at 8 straight. As the push-shot falls for Hartenstein.
Just simple 2-man. Hartenstein, one of their best screeners, maybe their best for sure. I mean, he is just, there's a knack to what he does to get guys open.
Now in his 2nd year with Oklahoma City, was a journeyman for most of his career. Edwards spinning past Holmgren. The double comes. Fire underneath to Gobert, and he's fouled. That was an excellent play by Edwards that time.
Let's go back down the other end. And
here, missed 25 games as Gobert goes
start. And set an NBA record last year for point differential. And is blowing that out of the water, Dave. And it's not just J-Dub who's missed a variety of nicks and knacks and injuries.
That average margin of victory is 4 points per game better than it was last year when they set the record at 13. And Jalen Williams missing his 19 straight games, still out with that right wrist injury. 3rd-team All-NBA a year ago. Shot clock at 1. Holmgren has to hoist, and Gobert swats it away, and that's a 24-second violation. They were 14-4 through 18 games a year ago, so 3 games better this season. They won 68 games in the regular year, and Minnesota was one of just a couple teams to beat them twice. Underneath, another foul. Gobert going back to the line. Not a terrible strategy, as we already documented.
And then Sacramento, similar stories where turnovers, untimely turnovers. One where Julius Randle dribbles into traffic late, middle of the floor, bad defense.
Still have not beaten a team with a 500 record or better. They're 0-6 on the season. Dort wide open, and his 3 is still no good. He's really struggled this year from out there. Edwards hits the deck trying to get some space from Wallace, and Edwards shaken up, grabbing his right leg. Randall for 3. Julius Randle with his first points. Edwards on the other end, wincing in pain. And great pass. Wallace to Hartenstein for the stop.
And you saw the strength and balance on that last possession. Absorbs the contact and doesn't hit the deck.
Hartenstein with great defense, got the deflection. The passing lanes are suffocating for Odo. Rondo puts it on the deck. High bank shot won't fall. One-hand board by Gobert. And that sets up DiVincenzo and misses badly. Another opportunity, though. DiVincenzo able to collect underneath. McDaniels sets his feet. That's good. Jaden McDaniels off to a great start with 8 points, matching Oklahoma City.
For 50 points, as long as you shut down everyone else. He said Oklahoma City does the opposite. He said they want to cut off the head of the snake and force everyone around him out of their comfort zone. He said they are relentless. He said in order to have success against these guys, Minnesota's playing some great defense right now. By that, you have to play quick and make fast decisions, Dave.
And Minnesota was a great defensive team last year. Doris, you've been covering the NBA for a long time. Julius Randle, that's saying something, right?
No
12
question.
years, hasn't seen a defense like this.
Listen, you saw how Minnesota was dominated with the one by this group a year ago.
Hartenstein on the take.
But two things Minnesota's doing. Well, they are coming right tonight. They're decisive on the offensive end. Quick decisions, balls moving. You know, no hesitation. This can't be a 5 or 6 dribble individual possession unless it's this guy, right? And then the other thing defensively, I think they've brought a level of physicality and fight with them wild.
Their next game is Saturday at home against Boston. Underneath the basket. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander
struggle against Oklahoma City. I mean, to me, this team, it takes a cumulative toll as Chet gets off the ordinary size, and yet he puts the ball in the cup. Come on.
I love what Mark Daigneault told us when we met with him before the game. And talking about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he said, the game.
Well, to a man, during their run to an NBA championship last year, we enter the same thing. Like, as his stature has grown to a top, I mean, he was the best player in the league last year and has been first team multiple times now.
Wallace with the slam. Great pass that time by Jalen Williams. And the game is tied.
Wants to be on the bus in the middle of all the jokes and the fun. That's critical.
Randall's jumper no good. We were talking kind of about others' name came up. A guy that great player, MVP candidate every single year. Yet his teammates all make fun of him and try to imitate him all the time. There's something about that relatability when you're the best player on the team. Always have time for everybody. Jalen Williams on the attack gives the Thunder their first lead.
This group and the number of different ways you could play. Back-to-back great plays by Jalen Williams.
Anthony Edwards with the reverse layup. And so Edwards with it. He averages 28 points per game, a career high. Randall on the reach in.
A lot of defensive intensity. What's the key to slowing this offense down?
Just holding them to one shot and then just keep applying pressure throughout the game. Everywhere on the court that's picking up full court and just holding them to one shot and finish with a rebound.
You got off to a nice offensive start, 8 quick points. What's the key for you guys to continue to find your rhythm offensively?
We just got to play fast. When we get that replay with confidence and just go have fun.
Thanks, Jaden.
Yeah, thank you.
Katie, the second fewest points in any quarter this season for Minnesota. They're 5 of 21 from the floor. We start the second quarter, an empty possession for each team, and then a turnover by Gobert, but a foul is called first, and it's a blocking. So Gilgeous-Alexander and Anthony Edwards both getting a breather here, and now a foul called on the screen on Gobert. Thunder have made 8 of their last 10. A.J. Mitchell can't get it to fall. And Hartenstein gets drilled, and it's a technical foul on Gobert. Grabbed the bicep of Gobert, so that's the first foul. So no personal on Gobert, personal on Hartenstein. The technical stands, that's why. The coaches, the players, the Minnesota fans, everybody's letting Hartenstein hear about it. Conley with the floater. His first points of the game. Averaging a career low in scoring, but he is almost 40. It's his 19th season. Joe's 3 off the mark. Rebound Gobert.
Yeah, imagine this Minnesota team if Mike Conley could play 35 minutes as your starting point guard.
Reed. So delay of game on Minnesota. First meeting between these two teams since the Western Conference Final. The Thunder won that series by 5. A.J. Mitchell, one of the most improved players in the NBA, gets in the lane for 2.
That guy is in attack mode as soon as he makes the catch. That's a foul on Dante DiVincenzo, yeah? He smiles sarcastically, and now he's going to get a whistle called against him.
Well, that's too quick. Mitchell on the attack. Caruso from the corner. No good. Gobert with that technical free throw, by the way, was the first attempt for the Thunder in the game. Minnesota in the first quarter. Great backdoor cut. Hartenstein with the pass and the basket for Joe.
Facilitator, middle of the floor. Defense lifted. Great cut. Great pass.
He's got 3 assists already to go with 6 points and 4 boards. Tough pass by Conley.
Defender and bottom side.
Where's the offense going to come from for Minnesota with Edwards on the bench, Randall on the bench as well. Shot clock at 2. Naz Reid got it away in time, but it spins away, and it's rebound. Williams puts it on the floor, hangs in the air, off the back rim. DiVincenzo out of there with it, collides with in the first 5 minutes. And McDaniels had 8. At one point, he had 8, and the Thunder had 8. Here's Dillingham. Can't get the scoop shot. It's been a struggle for rather in limited minutes this season. Good defense that time, but a foul, looked like. Yep. Free throws coming up as Disney Plus, the Disney Channel, Disney XD, and the ESPN app. Hartenstein, one of
plus points per game, and they've got 19 on the board.
And Oklahoma City is 2 for its last 14 from the floor, yet the Thunder extending the lead. Edwards back out there, just 1 field goal in the first quarter. He's doubled. Dillingham will take the 3. It's good. Good sign if he can find his.
Oklahoma City in the gaps, saying, young fella, we're going to give you that 3. We'd rather you take it than Anthony.
8th pick in the draft a year ago out of Kentucky, 20-year-old. Julius Randle, when we talked to him before the game, said it's been really hard for Dillingham and the other young players to find their roles on a team that's 2 years. Back-to-back conference finals. Dillingham try to drive on Joe. Edwards down the teeth of the lane, and a foul that Caruso says should be challenged by Mark Daigneault. Minnesota possession with 7 on the shot clock. This is an NBA Cup game. Minnesota trying to avoid elimination. Shot clock at 1. Randall did not get it away in time. Still can get off a shot. Didn't look like Dillingham knew how much time was on the clock. Holmgren, no points. 0 for 3 from the floor. Back-to-back poor offensive games for him. Trying to get unlocked. Shot clock down to 5. Holmgren over Edwards on the baseline, and it goes down.
Yet fully realized on the offensive end of the floor. I mean, his upside is tremendous. The floor is very high.
Oh, Edwards gets hammered in the lane by Caruso. The contact there that sends Edwards to the deck. He hits the free throw.
9. Am I right on that?
Good math, Providence math.
Always dangerous.
Well, it's still early in the game. When we get a little bit later, I may not test you unless we have like a sponsored element. 25-minute rest for him. Six points, 4 assists for SGA, the reigning MVP and finals MVP. Randall's got him on the switch. He'll take the 3. It's no good. Contact inside.
Handle it up floor.
Williams still has not played a game this season. Another miss for SGA. He is progressing. He was out here warming up pregame. Dillingham kisses it home. So that's 5 points for him off the second quarter. Low scoring game here in OKC. And a foul called on Randall. 5 points so far off the bench for him. Tap into the Emirates NBA Championship game December 16th in Las Vegas. Williams gets both free throws in the lead. 17-1. The 10th team ever to start with that record or better through 18 games. Dillingham, tough shot, around and out, rebound Holmgren. Only 4 teams have been 18-1 or better through 19 games. As SGA had Shannon with a slam. Aaron Shannon, who had missed a few weeks due to his first work here tonight.
Playing off your defense, you get a 5-on-4. Shea slow to come up the floor.
Gotta wonder, battling that illness, if it's affecting him at all, as Holmgren hangs but can't finish. And Edwards saves it. Edwards still just one field goal. And now he's got first-team All-NBA defender Lou Dort on him. Randall with the spin, the hang. Front-rimmed it, battling for it, got it back, goes up, and fouled by Williams.
Tell you what, when you watch as you've shot it as hard as things have been, look at this, you're down 6, chance to get a little bit closer.
They were. And Randall knocks down both foul shots to make it a 4-point game. 13 of the 17 wins for Oklahoma City have been by double now. He's missed his last 6 shots from the floor after starting 3 of 3. Randall wide open, can't bury it. Gilgeous-Alexander now 3 of 9. Kicks to Jalen Williams. Drives past McDaniels. Was off. Shannon again on the attack. Fresh legs. After not playing for a few weeks, and he draws a
by Minnesota.
Another missed free.
They are downsized here. Oklahoma City brings that. Head up, head up. We're competing. You got to stay in this.
That's leadership, an area he's grown in this season, says Chris Finch, the head coach. SGA, tough shot, but it goes.
He's seen from the guys in the league that are Hall of Famers, that are ascending Hall of Famers. Caruso said greatness has a skill set, it has a work ethic, it has a mindset, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes in every day like he's trying to make the team, not like he's the reigning MVP, and that's one of the many reasons why his teammates have so much respect for him.
No one was sure he was going to even play tonight. He's been under the weather, was listed as questionable throughout the day, but not only played, but had 9th floor. Anthony Edwards is 1 of 6 from the floor. Another miss by Randall. Now the shot clock's at 2 on the air ball. And a Minnesota trying to avoid its first 3-game losing streak in almost a calendar year.
Just think about what Katie George just said. Like Alex Caruso saying, what is inside Shai? He played alongside and won a title with LeBron James. So he's seen it up close that Shai makes a ridiculous shot.
Points now for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that is now 91 consecutive 20-point games. For 1 with 126. Wilt also number 2 with 92. So Gilgeous-Alexander can tie that in their next game Friday against Phoenix here. Hard screen set by Dort, caught DiVincenzo. And then a kick as Holmgren gets past Randall. Good recovery by Randall, knocked out to DiVincenzo. Minnesota was able to get nothing in transition in the first half, and a foul here. Holmgren just 1 of 6 from the floor. 2 points.
He's a guy who just takes this craft and this game so serious.
McDaniels gets them both, and it's back at home on the season. 8-0. Their last loss was on November 5th at Portland. They've won 9 in a row since, all by 13 points or more, as Holmgren missed. The average margin of victory for the Thunder during this stretch is 22, as Edwards is tripped up. It's going to be on Dort. His 13-game win streak is over. Oklahoma City has the longest right now at 9, with Toronto right behind them at 8 in a row. Edwards 3, not there. Rebound. Ant is 0 for 4 from behind the arc. Shovel pass by Holmgren to a cutting Hartenstein.
Yeah, big-to-big pass, a little high initial pass by Shai.
DiVincenzo into the paint. Off-balance shot is good from Dante DiVincenzo. Just his 2nd basket.
Boy, that is Holmgren.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Hartenstein in the lane, and that floater won't fall off Daniels. Long pass down court, saved beautifully. The SGA and the lob. Oh, what a play, Edwards. Although a foul is called, they're out of challenges. Chris Finch put his arms up to Ant, said, I can't do anything about it. And Coach Finch telling Edwards, we're out of challenges. I can't do anything about it. Hartenstein missed. A foul was called on Gobert, and a personal foul that would have given Gobert 3 fouls. And that was overturned to a personal foul, and Hart do have 1 left. Edwards working on Wallace with the step through to Randall in the corner. The 3 swishes home.
Vision's another assist there for him.
That's 5 assists now for Edwards. Not scoring, but doing a lot of other things. Gilgeous-Alexander couldn't get the floater. Important possession here for Minnesota, trying to keep a little offensive momentum. Randall's both baskets have been threes. He looks for a two-pointer, and instead
you play to your strength, getting near the cup, but you miss another free throw. Like this has got to.
Next time here will be in mid-March. 1 of 2 for Randall. It's a 5-point game. Holmgren feeds Jalen Williams. The 3 spins out. 13 from behind the arc. Edwards can't shake Wallace. Keeps the bounce. Attacks with the left hand. It rolls home for Anthony Edwards. Just his second basket. And then almost but Oklahoma City gets it across. Wallace spot up 3. No good. Randall boxing out Williams. Looking to run. Doesn't have numbers. And that
second quarter, getting loose with it here, and those hurt, right? You put some pressure on them. Mark Daigneault going to use a timeout here.
But Edwards, you mentioned, come to an end in Boston. And now the Thunder's 9-game win streak on the line. Their lead down to 3 as Wallace almost turned it over. A jump ball.
And tough.
Got a chance maybe to tie on this possession after they win the jump ball. Edwards on the step back, drains the 3, and we are all even at 54. SGA looking to end the 9-0 Minnesota run. Williams knocked away.
Bender, that's usually into his mid-range and an easy chance.
Edwards finds DiVincenzo, and the 3's an air ball. Not even close. Williams able to gather the loose. Is all right. Here comes Gilgeous-Alexander. Around the Williams screen, keeps the ball, banks it up and in. Third in the league in scoring at 32 points per game. Edwards keeps Shea on his hip. Now goes attacking his chest. And a defensive foul is called on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Over on OKC's side, he's been yelling from the sidelines, go faster, push the pace. Doris, is that one of the best ways to take
away the paint? I love it. They have been assertive off misses, and they're letting.
Midway point of the third quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander, great screen set by Williams. Good deflection by Edwards. A.J. Mitchell checking into the game for Holmgren. He drives all the way to the cup and blew the layup. Like it just slipped out. Edwards doubled on that drive, so he pulls it back out, takes the long 2. Can't hit. Long rebound, Wallace. Leaves for Dort. Another missed layup for the Thunder. Kept alive, though, by Wallace. Dort wide open, and he gets it. Lou Dort's first points of the night.
Away somebody else. This is going to be a foul on Anthony Edwards, I believe.
Tonight's national TV schedule. How about the Lakers? They've won 5. Edwards lost it after they got the extra possession following. 2-point lead for the Thunder, inside 5 to go in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander with the kick out. Wallace got the 3. Thunder lead back to 5 in a game. They've struggled to keep their focus at times. It's cost them. And there's an example of it right there. No need for that if you're McDaniels. Here's Reed for 3. And boy, he has really struggled here in Oklahoma City. He was 0 for 12 in the conference finals in games 1 and 2 here. Gilgeous-Alexander putting on a clinic with the bounce against the defender, Terrence Shannon.
Oh my goodness, Shea's gonna happen.
That's 26, and it's a 9-1 run. Gobert got bumped as Reed tried to throw the alley-oop. Mitchell commits the foul. It's going so hard to even get a contest on that glide.
It's in the league right now. Joker, absolutely absurd level. Giannis before the injury, absurd level. And SGA, just absolutely all 4 men at an incredible level.
Now this could end up being an all-time MVP race if this keeps up. As a foul is called here, Williams will go to the line with Gobert picking up his 3rd.
We just picked up on the defense end. I think that was the biggest thing against stops and rebounds. Then just pushing the ball. They're a great team. defensively and offensively, so we just got to keep being consistent.
It's been a low-scoring game so far. What's going to be the difference here in the fourth?
Just continue to execute our game plan and just playing defense.
Thanks for the time.
Katie, a rare 30-point quarter surrendered by Oklahoma City as Minnesota at home. They've won 9 in a row coming into tonight, the longest win streak right now in the NBA. Shot clock down to 5. Dillingham starting the fourth quarter. Played well in the second quarter. Reed with a step through. It wouldn't fall. Got it back, though, and put it home.
He took a shot to the face. You post Nas, he's got the mismatch, goes right to work.
Mitchell again attacking. Man, is he aggressive, and he's able to get down the lane. Dealt with a toe injury, missed about half the season a year ago. He was part of the rotation early in the year. Reed working on Kenrich Williams, making his season debut. Been out with a knee injury. Shannon for 3. How about Shannon? 15 points off the bench.
Kind of kept them attached for long stretches when everybody else was struggling.
Mitchell almost went to the ground, got fortunate that ball was caught by Joe. Shot clock down to 8. Joe on the spot up, can't get the 3 this year with a right wrist injury. DiVincenzo on the drive and kick. Dillingham lost the ball but got it back. Spinning, firing, and missing at the foul line. Loose ball. Holmgren and Shannon get on the floor for the team that ultimately wins the NBA Cup as Joe gets to the basket and lays it in with the left hands. And Phoenix or the Lakers win, then they would be eliminated from group play tonight. Off of Dillingham's leg. Edwards and Randall still on the bench for Minnesota. DiVincenzo. That's just his 3rd basket, first 3 and 8th.
His speed makes the defense collapse, and he finds Dante.
Holmgren is at a struggle tonight, but got deep there and gets the lay-in for a 4-point lead for Oklahoma City. They've won 13 games out of their 17 by double figures as the 3 goes for Shannon. Having the game of his life. He's
really tremendous. Stay in space, nice and patient.
Foul on Dillingham. Knocking down. Downhill again. Kicks it out to Holmgren. You wonder about the confidence. Well, it'll go up when you swish it through. His first.
I thought that first hesitation was confidence. That looked like a check swing of a non-confident batter.
And you saw him nodding his head even after he made it as he was Dillingham. They may need him in the postseason on a team that has expectations of getting to a 3rd consecutive win. Played 12 of them, and he has 8 points off the bench. 4 minutes gone by in the 4th. And
honestly, probably better than that.
He's progressing, but still no real timetable. And we'll see Jalen Williams coming off that wrist surgery. Gobert at the slam, Reed the surgery. Gobert at the slam, Reed the find. It's a
guy who can do so many things.
Caruso, a hard foul. Gobert making 75% free throw shooter on the season. Last year up, and you could really see his value on full display.
Anybody who watched Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals is
flagrant foul on Gobert. Gilgeous Alexander still on the bench here in the 4th quarter. He's played 31 minutes and has 29 points. Gobert got to be careful not to reach and pick up his 5th foul. Holmgren challenging him, keeping that pivot foot down, and Gobert got the floor for 12 from the floor. He'll try a 3, and it's good. Edwards' 3rd 3, and the game is tied. Mitchell attacking and flushing. Cup.
Shea is on half court, ready to check in. Next dead ball.
3 of Edwards' 5 baskets have been 3-pointers. He'll try the step back. No good that time. Batted out by Caruso to Mitchell. And looking to push the tempo, driving again, shielding the defender and scoring with his left hand. Here in the 4th, why A.J. Mitchell has been so important to the Thunder this season. A bank 3 by Edwards makes it a 1-point game.
Wow.
He's up to 23. Again, a rare close game for the Thunder. They've been destroying teams this season. I'm sure he wants 13. It's plus 17 this year. Yet we've got a 2-point game. Randall fakes the 3, drives and kicks, corner triple Reed. It's good, and Minnesota has the lead.
But that's why you put Julius's playmaking ability, Naz's shooting.
First lead since it was 14-12, but it evaporates in a... DiVincenzo penetrates. Got it to McDaniels, working on Gilgeous-Alexander. Missed the 12-footer, and then commits a loose ball foul. Since Michael Jordan did it back in 1987. Game on ESPN2 and Disney+. They cash a game-high 31 points, and the Thunder lead by 3, trying to go to 18-1. Be the 5th team ever to do that in the history of this great league. The last team was Golden State back in 2016, and they set the NBA record with 73 wins. Long two is good. 1-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander blocked by Reed, but a foul. Half Edwards after a 1-for-5 first half. A total of 25 points, but Gilgeous-Alexander back to the line.
Crowd booing Rudy Gobert as he comes, and he just wryly smiles right there.
Reed out, Edwards is there. Edwards penetrates, sweet move by Anthony Edwards with the reverse. Away from the screen, leans into Edwards, who is called for the foul. That's his 3rd. He had something. Gilgeous-Alexander now 11.
In this for the long game. So those minutes where Shea's getting his rest, so he's not fatigued and overburdened. And the
Minnesota's made 9 more threes than Oklahoma City. Make it 10 more, and the game is tied. That's DiVincenzo.
Great execution, a little down screen to free Dante.
They are 7 of 8 from 3 in the quarter. Dort trying to answer. In and out. Hartenstein can't get the putback. Holmgren goes in there. He gets the ball on the floor. And at 101, the Thunder lost just 1 game all season. Hartenstein has it. Not
two. A Minnesota team that came in here wobbling, but have been competitively tough. Little back tip.
Gilgeous-Alexander got the steal and the finish, making it happen on. Minnesota has had a real trouble closing out games the last 2, and they're struggling against
turnovers again.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Dort, and now his pass off target, but tracked down before it crosses midcourt. 37 for Shea. Shot clock down to 5. Gilgeous-Alexander fires to Wallace. 3 no good. DiVincenzo and Dort battle for the loose ball on the floor as well. Edwards trying to drive, and a foul on Wallace. That is his. McDaniels with the timer at 7. From the top of the key, bricked it. Gobert is 3rd. Edwards near midcourt, shot clock inside of 10. Edwards maybe cleared a little space, comes up short. On the switch, Randall's on Gilgeous-Alexander. They double, he finds Holmgren, and the long 2 is no good. McDaniels track. Enzo finds Randall for 3, way off the mark. And again, Gobert is held. Another. Missed them both. Holmgren the rebound, and a foul. Calmly knocks. Got the set. Oklahoma City has 1. Good defense. Hartenstein contesting Edwards, but it doesn't matter. He forced Gilgeous-Alexander to give it up. Now he comes and gets it back with the shot clock down to 8. Timer now at 5. Here's Dort with 3. Dort drives. Holmgren with 2. Lets it fly and hits a 3. DiVincenzo attacks. Good defense. Oklahoma City with a
team is special.
They won a pair of